Greetings everyone, it's Crime Talk with Crin, and we are back with episode 17. And if you're wondering, hey, didn't you just upload episode 16? Yes, I did. This is a Idaho 4 double feature. I still have two other videos that I'm going to put out. One is a reaction video, and one is going to be about another case that I just want to shed a little light on. Now, again, this video is not going to be too long, but I wanted to point something out. So I've been going back to the beginning to refresh. We get so bogged down with the details and the messiness of what's going on at the hearings, and we lose sight of what we knew in the beginning. So what I want to talk about very quickly is the interview that Kaylee's mom did, where she was talking about Kaylee being apprehensive to go back to the King Roadhouse. Now, I haven't watched this interview in forever, but I always thought it was weird. It always stuck in the back of my head because I was like, why would she be apprehensive to go back? So, because I was revisiting things from the beginning, I went back and I looked at this interview, and my thoughts changed only a little bit. So, most of us remember this interview. Most of us remember what she said. Now, this video is not about some, oh, she didn't say this, she said this. She said exactly what we remember her saying. But the inflections are a little bit different than how I remember. So, I've said in previous videos, many of us have discussed it, that Kaylee was saying that she was invited to this party, she was apprehensive to go back, but she really wanted to show Maddie her car because she had just bought a new Range Rover. Now, I have the clip. I have put the clip in this video, and we're going to play it in a couple minutes. But instead of it seeming like she didn't want to go to this party, or she didn't really care to go to this party, but she really wanted to show Maddie her new car, instead of that being the focus, what I'm getting now, looking back at this clip, is that it seems like there was a conversation. It seems like there was a conversation. We all knew that we knew that Kaylee moved out. And I've been asking in chats all over YouTube, when did Kaylee move out? Nobody has yet to give me an answer of when Kaylee moved out. But listen to this clip. Listen to this clip. Kaylee's mom says that she was going to go home. So she hadn't moved out. That was home. So it seems like there was a back and forth about going back home, which still leads me to believe that something happened. And there's a part when she says, I'm going to go. I'm going to go. And she says she's been contemplating going back and forth all day long about if she was going to go home. And she finally said, I'm going to go. So what that tells me is that there was an issue. There absolutely wasn't. My mind has not changed about that part. But it may have been bias. It may have been, confirmation bias that I think that the roommate is suspicious. So knowing that she was a +1 for this party, for the roommate survived. Maybe there was, this bias in my mind that made me think that she didn't want to go to the party. That wasn't how it was said. In this clip, let's play it.
Friday morning to go to a Pi Phi party, and she had just bought a brand new Range Rover, and she just she contemplated all day long back and forth whether she should go home, and because she just really wanted to show it to Maddie, and some other friends and whatnot. And she's just like, Mom, I'm gonna go to the Pi Phi party, and Maddie's got to see this my new ride. And I'm like, for sure. Like, I mean, it was nice. Right. It was really nice.
Now, it might just be me. Let's play it one more time.
She contemplated all day long back and forth whether she should go home, and because she just really wanted to show it to Maddie, and some other friends and whatnot. And she's just like, Mom, I'm gonna go to the Pi Phi party.
She said right there, this is 5 days. Just to frame this and put it into context, this is 5 days after the crimes were committed. And she says she contemplated all day long, back and forth, whether she should go home. And then eventually she says, Mom, I'm gonna go. That to me sounds like there was something happening, that she left home and came back to her parents' home. And now she went and got this car this morning. She got invited to the Pi Phi party, and she's like, I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back because whatever fill in the blank is going on. So she contemplated all day long, went back and forth all day long about whether she should go home. She goes on to say that, she spoke to them, they had a good time at the party. But my point is, originally, I thought that the apprehension was going to the party, that the only reason she went back was to show Maddie the car. And that's just how I remember her saying it. Because like I said, I remembered what she said. It's stuck in my head this whole time. It's been, a year and a half. It's stuck in my mind from seeing this, because it was like, why didn't she want to go back? And I mentioned this in one of the other, Don't Look at Kaylee videos, where, the family does seem to minimize things that should seem like a big deal, right? If she's calling her ex 10 times and then ends up losing her life or having her life taken from her. That's a better way to put it. She calls her ex 10 times and then she has her life taken from her very shortly after she's calling him. Why do you brush this off as, oh no, she power calls people. She's always calling people back to back to back for no reason. But what if there was a reason this time? Why did we just minimize that as this is nothing? What did you tell Adam? Oh, Adam's the bartender. This just tells us that they were having a good time at the bar. Why do you minimize that? In normal circumstances, it would mean nothing. But considering the fact that these young ladies had their lives taken from them, snatched from them very shortly after these occurrences, how is it that you can so quickly minimize and explain this away? So now here we are, before anything really is known, and her mom is saying that she was trying to figure out if she should go home. And we're like, oh yeah, Kaylee moved out. And that's why I kept asking, when did she move out? When did she move out? Everybody's saying, she was going to Texas and her ex was jealous and maybe he felt away because she was leaving. I was like, well, wait, didn't she already leave? But if we go back to this video, which was 5 days after the crimes, Her mom said she was trying to figure out if she should go home. If she should even go home. She didn't say, oh, if she should go back. She said she was contemplating all day if she should go home. That sounds like there was a known issue prior to Friday. And maybe she was hiding out at her parents' house. Now she got a new car. There's an event happening. It's like, I can't really miss it. I'm gonna go. That's when I listen to that interview, that's what I get from it. But again, I don't need to go over this over and over again. You heard it. You heard what I said before. So I was just coming back because, like I said, sometimes I can change my mind. And when I went back and listened to this, I do get a totally different feel for it than I did originally. So let me know, drop down in the comments, let me know what you guys think, about Kaylee's mom saying this. We've discussed it before. I have a slightly different perspective on it. Like I said, I wasn't going to be too long, but I'm just going back to the beginning to, look at things with, kind of fresh eyes or a better knowing. So let me know what you think. Again, welcome to all my new subscribers. Like this video, share, leave me a comment, and I will be back very soon. That's all I got.